and Jedi Jared are committed to somewhat liking each other, and we have a tentative promise not to bite each other's heads off. Now that's probably gonna get broken, but
Because we're drinking.
we decided.
I can't get this
But-
right. We're drinking.
We have also decided that nothing physical, right? I'm not allowed to smash a bottle over your head, and you can't smash that can into my eyeball.
I'll drink to
Is
that.
that okay? So nothing physical, because we do get very passionate here on Yaddle Chattle, and it's a wonderful Yaddle Chattle holiday special. Jared, can you believe that this is actually our second
Holiday special.
Yaddle Chattle holiday special? It still feels like Yaddle Chattle is a brand new show, and yet here we are, 82 episodes in, 2 holiday specials
I
in,
know.
and we have to call it holiday. Merry Christmas to all of my kind out there. And Jared, why don't you do one for your kind?
Happy belated Hanukkah to all of my kind.
Cheers
Cheers.
to our kinds. But honestly, if you're a Christmas kind, a Hanukkah kind, a Kwanzaa kind, it don't matter. We love you all as long as you're a Star Wars kind, baby. Let's go, Jared.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
As long as you're a Star Wars kind, that's what we're talking about. And we got a good show here. And we decided we are going to give you Yaddle Heads a bonus.
Next week. Well,
And I'm actually surprised that we're even doing this, because we could have just taken the week off. We were only going to miss next week. Okay, you understand? We were only going to miss next week. But what we decided is we're going to start drinking on this Yaddle Chattle episode, the Yaddle Chattle holiday special, which we have a lot of wonderful topics prepared. And then we are going to do our, we have promised a watch along. We decided we're going to do it drunkenly. And because of that, we're going back to the basics. The OG 1977 Star Wars A New Hope. That's it. Not gonna complicate the shit. We're just not gonna complicate it. And so that episode, expect that to drop next week. Okay, that could be dropping next Thursday, Friday, I don't know. Just check next week around the 28th, 29th, and probably before the new year is when you're going to get the New Hope watch along, which will be really fun. But tonight, it's all about the holiday special, Jared. Huh?
I know.
Are you excited?
I'm-
What does Jared have on tap for the next few days, the next week or so? What do you got?
Absolutely nothing.
Jack and shit, and Jack left town.
Yes, I'm on vacation starting tomorrow afternoon,
Excellent.
and it's the first real prolonged PTO I've taken off this entire year. So I plan on doing absolutely nothing.
You know, what's PTO?
Personal time off.
Personal time off. Interesting. I didn't know that. Okay.
Yes.
I didn't know those initials.
Yes.
All right, so wait, slide to the right a little
okay.
bit.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He's been drinking, folks. Don't worry. I'm going to have to remind him only 38 times tonight to slide to the right.
Is that part of the drinking game? The Yaddle Chattle drinking game is every time you tell them to
do a shot. They have to do shots.
They have to do
Although
shots.
I do have Jack Daniels.
No.
I should make you do a shot. If
No.
I have to tell you to move to the fucking right, you should be doing a shot.
No.
Half a shot?
No, because I have to drive home at some point.
At
tonight.
some point, but you're not driving home for quite some time. You're going to be stuck here for this episode and for the goddamn New Hope watch along.
I can't.
I don't even know why you drove. That was a stupid idea on your part. You should have just gotten a ride or something. Uber, a fucking train.
An hour away.
A train.
A train.
A fucking train. All right, so let's get into it. I thought first we should discuss 2023. Discuss a couple things here with this 2023. Did you know?
Actually, can I start with an email from Tom Cody?
Because I wasn't fucking talking, setting anything up, for Christ's sakes, fucking doing anything.
All right, then we'll go to yours.
I mean, I want to hear Tom Cody's email. Now you're making it look like I'm shitting on a fucking Yaddle head.
I'm
A
not.
beloved Yaddle head such as Tom Cody.
He's our
And I'm
producer.
not.
Okay. No, I was.
Go to Tom Cody's fucking email.
Okay.
I said I wasn't gonna get upset this Christmas, and you're turning me out to be a fucking liar
Just
now.
drink. You'll feel better.
I mean, I hate a topic. And you're literally like, hey, Darth David, shut up. I got to read off my phone. We've been drinking, folks. I got no apologies.
I promised him I'd read this, and I want to make sure I get it.
We're going to read it. I was going to my topic, you fruitcake. Let's go. Read his. I guess I'm getting preempted on my own fucking show.
Oh, it's your show. It's not our show.
Whose idea was, who's, okay, it's our show, but who's the founding member? I'm just saying.
Okay.
I guess you are too, technically.
Okay.
All right, who's the number one, though, you would say, content guy of this show?
You are, of course.
Okay, that's all I was trying to say, you fucking meatball.
Okay.
So much for we're gonna be jolly getting along. This is the first holiday special where the fucking co-hosts yell at each other, and you might actually be seeing a breakup tonight. I can guarantee, maybe not here or in New Hope. Something's gonna happen.
I don't
All right,
know
go
about
ahead.
that. Please read on air with Mr. Champion. After 82 episodes and thousands of points given everyone, why am I in last place? What am I, chopped liver? Minus 1,000
Tom Cody?
points. Yeah, minus 1,000 points for everyone except me, who is awarded 1,000 points, and Jedi Jared is awarded 175,000 points back from 2 weeks ago's unjust deduction. Thank you, Jedi Jared. Another 175,000 points for you.
For Jared,
Yes.
who's done nothing.
Happy Hanukkah to me.
He's done nothing today. And so the whole reason why you fucking interrupted my goddamn segment that I wanted to start with was simply because Tom Cody gave you 350,000 points, it sounded like. Did he just give you 175,000 twice?
Yes.
In the same email?
Yes.
Minus 400,000 points to Jedi Jared right off the bat, Tom. I will give you, you're right. Let's give, you know what, Tom? You take Jared's 350,000 points, okay? You take it, Tom.
Okay. Merry Christmas.
That's for you. And are you going to quibble with that?
No. Merry Christmas, Tom.
So that's a gift from me and Jared to you, Tom Cody. In fact, every single Yaddlehead listening to this podcast for Christmas, 5,000 points. For every single Yaddlehead watching and listening to this podcast. That's fair.
They have to claim it, though, so that Mr. Dallas can tally it.
Okay.
So you could either reach out to Joe
And
Dallas.
he's another one we gotta thank. Joe Dallas, fantastic. Yes. Fantastic friend of the show. And I gotta say, and we should say a big hi to Rebel Force Radio.
Okay.
Because I heard, I was just listening to this past episode, and they were discussing Joe Dallas. He said Joe Dallas does a great job on their Patreon, and we are we're very good unofficial friends with Rebel Force Radio. We have an unholy alliance. It's kind of, when it's sort of like we're kind of more of the Saw Gerrera, Stellan Skarsgård type of characters of the Rebel Alliance.
Cloak and Dagger. And
no, but and what's Stellan Skarsgård's name in fucking Andor? Did I forget that already?
Luthen.
Luthen, thank you. We're like Luthen and goddamn Saw Gerrera over here. Whereas, RFR, they're proper Han and Chewie and shit like that. But we want to say a happy holidays to them. Joe Dallas, Tom Cody, and to every Yaddlehead.
What was the name of the guy who looked like the Giants head coach? He was like one of the... And you made the very valid point that the guy looked like the Giants head coach. And
that guy.
Now I can't unsee it.
Well, no, yeah. I mean, that was one of Luthen's guys, right?
Yeah.
He looked like Brian Dable.
Yeah.
That's right. He's this big, fat, bald, bearded guy, and he really looked like Brian Dable, the New York Football Giants head coach. I love it. So okay, points to everybody across the board. Since you brought up Tom Cody, let's actually do his second email, which is Yahoo.
Yes.
Reports that Hayden Christensen wants to do more Star Wars.
I don't blame him.
Me neither. So the point is this, Hayden Christensen saying, you know what, motherfuckers, let's do that Clone Wars live action. Everyone loved that episode 5 of Ahsoka.
Yeah.
It was so goddamn good. And it just feels like, my lordy, we can be doing something like that right now. I mean, you got the Hayden, you got the young Ahsoka.
Why not just have him appear as a Force ghost too?
No, we want a fucking regular
Darth Vader.
Regular Anakin.
Oh,
Killing
okay.
people. Didn't you love that episode?
I did.
Why don't we just do that for 2 hours?
Okay, I'm on board.
This is what I'm saying.
Let's do it.
Or what if you did something like really crazy and like took one of the, took the season 4 arc or something and just remade it live action wise? Added in some things here or there. Or would you want something fresh? A fresh new Clone Wars adventure for Anakin and Ahsoka? Come on.
Oh, yeah. I could. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do it anyway. As much. I want Star Wars content and I want it good. That's all I care about.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it for you.
If they want to make a little mini, like a movie or a limited series, fuck it. Why can't we have him come back as Vader? Do your fucking idea of him kind of being like Luca Brasi, or a season 2 of Obi-Wan? Obi-Wan, or fucking a sequel to Solo, or have him appear in the Lando movie or series, whatever it's supposed to be.
They can make a really cool Vader miniseries, 6 episodes a la Obi-Wan, if they do it the right way. If they concentrate, I think, on Vader, Palpatine, Tarkin, and that dynamic, the relationship between those 3. And I think would be extremely interesting. And you could do something like that.
And then you could have him like as flashbacks.
Yeah, see, I think that they're always worried that, we can't turn Vader into a good guy. Do not turn him into a good guy.
No, make him a bad guy.
But if Tarkin's being a little asshole, he's like, Joe, don't, lest I remind you, Lord Vader, that you're number 3 around here, and the Emperor has put me at number 2, or, don't forget I am in control of the military, Lord Vader, not you. So what you do is you start feeling sympathy, because you're like, Tarkin's an asshole. Vader shouldn't, be listening to this little asshole. And then you have Palpatine being a dick, manipulative, and everything like that, having Vader under his thumb. You can still keep Vader 100% evil, but if those guys are even worse and they're assholes about it, then Vader becomes sympathetic.
Yes, like
and
the,
so,
it's
but
like the
that's
Sopranos.
but exactly, it's the perfect anti-hero. And again, I like the Book of Boba Fett, but for some people, they felt that he changed too much, and that could be a reason why. You don't always have to change. Guys who are badasses, again, Disney, like best example, Marvel is the Incredible Hulk. Okay. Don't change a badass into a fucking soft fucking pussy without thinking of a better word. Don't turn him into that. They struggle with that. They don't understand the concept of an anti-hero. So they had to change Boba Fett into make him a kind of a quasi-good guy.
Well, there isn't really much we know about Boba Fett. Other than
he's a bad guy.
Well, he's a bounty hunter who works for bad people.
He's voluntarily working with Jabba, for Jabba, at Jabba's as well. Like, he's happy to be at that fucking palace, making bank. Probably getting some space aliens on the side when he wants to take his mask off. He ain't no fucking Din Djarin. He takes that helmet off and he bangs one of those, tail-headed dancers at Jabba's palace. Yeah, the green girl before she became a snack for the Rancor. 100%. So, no, I think Boba though, firm villain. Now, I mean, listen, he witnessed some shit as a kid. He witnessed his father being beheaded by a Jedi, and some of these things may have turned him into a bad guy, but bad guy nonetheless. Okay, so. That's my thing. All right? Opinions? Thoughts?
No, I think he should totally, if they're going to offer it to him, I'm sure he's going to come back as a Force Ghost in Season 2, and we'll probably see some flashbacks in a Season 2 of Ahsoka. So we'll definitely see him then. It will be interesting. I know last week we were talking about how they won't recast legacy characters. Or, yeah, right? That's what they're not going to do. That Kathleen Kennedy said that there's not going to be a Sebastian Stan, Luke Skywalker, or Billy Lord.
Sebastian Stan's like 50 years old.
Is he really?
No, but I mean, that ship has sailed. It was Sebastian Stan 7 years ago.
Got it. Okay.
Again, we brought it up. We went into detail last week. I don't want to go into detail this week.
Okay.
But I don't know why she fucking made that announcement when you all have already recast Mon Mothma, Han Solo, Lando Calrissian. Why all of a sudden make that announcement for Luke and Leia? It's like they fucking hate Luke Skywalker. They do. They're either intimidated by him, or they don't get him, or I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Do they have does Kathleen Kennedy have an issue with Luke fucking Skywalker for some reason?
I think it's more of the legacy characters in general, because
they remade Han. They recast Han and Lando. They recast Mon Mothma.
I think
only fucking little old Luke and Leia don't have to get the CG face.
I think the issue is they don't.
Kathleen Kennedy doesn't know shit about Star Wars.
That might actually be it.
That she's a good producer, but as far as ideas go, woohoo! She's a money gal. Let's be honest. She knows how to run a ship.
Yeah,
but she's not a creative. I don't care what any motherfucker says on the entire planet Earth. There are two kinds of people: business-oriented or creative-oriented. I'm the latter. That's why I'm one of the most talented fucking geniuses of all time, and yet I'll never be more famous than this right now. Like a Van Gogh situation. When I'm dead, everyone's gonna realize how fucking phenomenal I am / was. But not in present day. In present day, I'm doomed to live in semi-fame but semi-obscurity until I cut my ear off in a cornfield and shoot myself. Continue.
Well, I'm fine with living in obscurity.
1983.
Yes.
So what? Why is that a big year for Star Wars?
That's the year Return of the Jedi came out.
You got that right, dog. Now, 2023, we celebrated the 40th anniversary of Star Wars. I saw the re-release in the movie theater. Did you?
No.
Not a Star Wars fan. He's a good Star Wars fan. Just not as good as me. I'm the good Star Wars fan. He's pretty good.
Pretty good.
I mean, how could you miss that?
Pretty good.
You missed the fucking... How old were you when Return of the Jedi came out?
I wasn't born.
Well, that's my fucking point, hotshot. This was your one goddamn chance to see the speeder bike scene in the fucking movie theater, which is the proper place to watch the speeder bike chase scene on Endor.
If I recall correctly, I was down in rural Tennessee mourning my father-in-law's death.
Cry me a river. I mean, those funerals, they last a few hours. What did you do afterwards? You could have had an 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock showing, right? You could have went to the viewing. You could have said to all the relatives, don't worry, he'll be dead tomorrow. I'll be back in 2.5 hours. He's not going to miss me. He's not even alive.
I think I would have had to drive to actual Nashville in order to see it.
Should have taken a helicopter.
Okay.
So my question to you.
Yes.
What character do you identify most with Return of the Jedi? If, like, someone says Return of the Jedi, would just zoom. First person pops into your head. Could be anyone. I'm not putting any limitations on this in any way, shape, or form.
Who do I identify them?
Yeah, first person pops into mind.
I always
to the right.
Oh, I guess I gotta drink.
Yeah, drink, fucking drink. I am gonna make you fucking do shots of Jack Daniels.
Oh God, no!
I'm gonna do that during the movie.
So gross.
I got it.
I don't like whiskey.
Tough toenails.
I'm gonna say Luke Skywalker.
Why? For what reason?
I've always liked that. I always liked him more in Return of the Jedi.
More or most?
Most in Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, because like he wants to join the dark side. He wants to, because he wants to like know who his father is, but he knows he also has to do the right thing, and he's going to, I feel like I'm continuously put in positions where I want to make bad decisions, but
Who, you?
Yes.
Like in real life?
Yes.
Oh,
Like,
what kind of fucked up confession are we heading into?
No, it's just like I want.
No, you can't do it. You just told Yaddle heads you make fucked up decisions.
No,
Give us
no.
one.
I mean, I want to be an asshole to people.
Oh.
Like, I want to be an asshole.
You want to be an asshole.
Yes.
This is interesting.
But,
But you're not.
I'm not.
Oh, so you're saying like you're like a walking carpet. People just walk all over you like a little fucking piece of shit. You're a goddamn doormat, you might as well be. You got nothing.
I mean, I'm still here, aren't I?
All right, fair enough. I hate your fucking answer. Hate it. Luke Skywalker is episode 4. He's the one that I would actually say, if you tell me what's one character I think of with episode 4, Luke Skywalker, without a doubt. Binary Sunset, blowing up the Death Star, that's Luke's movie. I'm sorry, but when someone says Return of the Jedi, Jabba the fucking Hutt.
Really?
He owns the movie.
He's only in it in the first, 15 minutes.
Wrong. The Jabba sequence is about the first 40
Really?
minutes. Yes! 40. 15? The fuck is the matter with you? You gotta have C-3PO and R2 do the fucking thing, then they tell him, and then he's like this, and then Jabba's like, go downstairs, and then we need a new protocol droid, and then the Leia, then there's Chewie, and the thing, and then she's gotta thaw out fucking Han, and then fucking Luke comes
40
in,
minutes?
and then fucking Luke and the goddamn Rancor thing, and then the thing, and then, you gotta go outside, and then they fucking go in the goddamn skiff, and then there's the Sarlacc pit, and Luke's like,
Wow.
I was born here, and Han Solo's like, you're gonna die here, and then
That's 40 minutes. Holy
yes.
shit.
Yes. And I thought it was it still remains among my favorite 40 minutes in
Star
cinema
Wars.
history. No, in movie history.
Really?
There is something so appealing, and again, listen, it's not a mystery. I've said this before on Yaddle Chattle, but it's the fun holiday special, so I'll say it again. It's the first movie theater experience I can recall. And I have a very vivid memory about it. And again, I was only 5 years old, 5 and a half. In 1983, I have a very vivid memory of us going down in our brown and orange fucking Volkswagen van. One of those like late 60s hippie type of fucking vans you see in like Forrest Gump and shit.
Like a microbus?
Microbus. And I remember it was raining slightly, drizzling, but it was still like a nice 72, 73 degree day because it was like, it was May. And I remember everything. Remember getting Junior Mints. I was having Junior Mints, popcorn, and Sprite at the time. That was my combo that I was into. Oh, I remember everything. And when Jabba came on the screen, I'm like, this is the greatest character in the history of movies. And to this day, I still watch that and I go, there is nothing better than this. There is no better puppet in the history of... Show me one puppet that's better than Jabba the Hutt in the history of cinema. That's something I will fucking say right now as a Star Wars fan. Show me one puppet in any movie that's more impressive than Jabba the Hutt. You can't!
No.
Fucking like at least 5 guys. One guy with the arms, one guy another arm, one guy a head, one guy doing the eyes, a little person in the tail. It's the most impressive puppet of all time.
Yeah. That was Jim Henson, right? Was it Jim Henson?
Not Jabba. Jabba's the actual puppet. You know why? I actually did some show prep for our watch along. I decided to watch Rogue One yesterday, and I decided to watch a Star Wars Episode 4 making of.
Okay.
But then that fell into an Empire Strikes Back making of and Return of the Jedi making of. And the same guy, the old man who designed Yoda, designed Jabba. Phil Tippett designed Jabba's look. The actual builder of it was the same old guy who built Yoda, the puppet. Okay. But Jim Henson had his little pal, Salacious E. Crumb. Yes, that was a Jim Henson guy. Did you like it? And I think Snice Noodles, maybe.
Which one's Snice Noodles?
But, and weirdly enough, I believe Phil Tippett plays Snice Noodles. Remember that ILM doc? It was Phil Tippett was the guy in the Snice Noodles suit.
Who is Snice Noodles again?
The blue fucking elephant.
I thought that's Max.
Max Rebo. Oh,
Max Rebo.
Apologies. Snice Noodles is the lead singer based on Mick Jagger. You're right. Max Rebo is what I meant. Max Rebo may have been designed by some. I don't know. Because now that I think about it, probably not if Phil Tippett played Max Rebo. Regardless, Jabba the Hutt is the #1 character. Now, next year, we're heading into 2024.
Yes.
So we have another anniversary. Name it. Name it, please.
Hold on, I'm thinking.
Jesus.
What came out in 2024?
I'm thinking. I could fucking... Listen to him think. Listen to him think, Yaddleheads. It's riveting.
What came out?
You know what noises Jared's thoughts sound like when he thinks?
The circus theme?
Yeah. That's the little song that goes on in your head while you think.
I'm at a loss.
You're at a loss?
What can you give me a year?
Anniversary!
What's the anniversary?
I'm not going to tell you what the fucking anniversary is. What would be an anniversary in 2024? Let's go. Oh, you suck. You suck the ass. You suck the shit right out of my ass. Well, now I got the fucking Guinness. By the way, these are Guinness Extra Stout. Basically the IPA Guinness, in case you're wondering. Why does he have a little sip of Coca-Cola? Every once in a while, I take too much of a sip, and I don't want to barf because we have a watch-along. But these are extra stout. It's Guinness. 7.5% alcohol. As opposed to the usual about 4% alcohol with Guinnesses, I think. Are they?
Is it 40 years of Temple of Doom? Did that come out in 84?
That's not Star Wars the last time I checked. I didn't fucking say this is a goddamn Indiana Jones question, did I?
No.
No, I didn't. 80. Now, please go to the right.
I'm trying to think. 84, 94.
And drink.
Oh.
80. Just think. Shall I give you the answer? Because you're just not going to get it.
I'm not going to get it.
You took the wrong approach. You went with zeros. You should have went with fives. It's going to be the 25th anniversary of Phantom Menace.
Oh. That makes sense.
Same question. What character, when you think Phantom Menace, do you think of first and foremost?
Qui-Gon Jinn.
Me too! But isn't that weird that we both think of Qui-Gon? I was ready to fucking slice your goddamn head off. I was ready to take one of my goddamn lightsabers and smash it. One of the ones that works. Does this one work? Oh. I gotta get some batteries for my lightsabers. Although these kind of look like the Ahsoka ones, right? She got whiteys.
Yes.
She's got Caucasian. She got Crack-a-saber. She calls them Crack-a-sabers. Okay. Now come on.
Why?
Yeah, why? Because
I think
I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking Qui-Gon.
Because A, he was Obi-Wan's master. B, it was Liam Neeson.
But it's weird. Neither of us went with Anakin.
And C, it was a new Jedi.
Okay.
Like this was.
Did Anakin not matters that much in episode 1?
No, and I think it's because he's the MacGuffin, right? He's not so much a character that plays a huge role in the plot. He's kind of just like there. Like they really don't do much with him, and honestly, I think the fact that he was such a small child, I don't know. It just
I actually never thought Jake Lloyd was bad.
No,
for the record, I actually thought he was just fine.
Yeah, he's fine.
I never thought he was bad,
he was just a kid.
I think with Phantom Menace, if you like the movie, you're gonna say Qui-Gon. If you fucking hate the movie, you're going to say Jar Jar. I mean, come on. Tell me I'm wrong. Right?
I think that... All right, so all three of those movies like need another draft.
Oh,
except for Revenge of the Sith could have been polished a little more, but I think that like Attack of the Clones and The Phantom Menace, if someone had sat down and kind of polished it, they would have been excellent films.
He probably could have used Larry Kasdan, but Larry Kasdan turned him down. There is that report that George asked Larry. Larry's like, George, I mean, Han Solo's not in these ones. I can't do it, George. You know, if Harrison Ford's not involved, don't call Larry Kasdan. He's got to have Harry Ford in that shit.
I think that he could have called on X number of people to like.
Obviously, he could have called on any screenwriter in Hollywood, say, "Do you want to work on the Star Wars with me?"
And everyone would have like dropped exactly what they were doing.
Yeah.
Because my whole thing is like, I don't feel really bad for Anakin when he leaves his mom, but I kind of feel like it would have been much better if he was approaching teenage years when we first meet him, like he's like 12, 13, because then he's a little awkward around Padme, and he becomes a little more relatable.
That's interesting.
Like, he's...
Not terrible point.
He's kind of awkward. He's kind of gangly. He's like, he doesn't feel right. But at the same time, like, he's still a kid. He's not an adult.
I like your point. Give yourself 5 points.
Thank you, Mr. Champion.
That's sarcastic right here? On the holiday special?
No.
On a fucking Yaddle Chattle holiday special? You give me a sarcastic, thanks. Thanks, Mr. Champ. Or do the Guinness fucking extra stout starting to fucking twist my brain a little?
I think it might be the beer.
Okay. That's the point. That's why this watch along, we don't know what's going to happen. I agree. And I hope they re-release Phantom Menace in the same way that they did with Jedi. I hope this trend continues. I love seeing any George Lucas Star Wars movie in the movie theater. Sign me up. I saw Jedi. It was fucking great. It was so much fun. And again, I mean, God damn it. When you see the speeder chase scene in the movie theater, it really is fucking cool as shit to this day. It's just great.
I don't think they're going to do that.
What?
Re-release it for 25th anniversary.
You don't think so?
No, because here's my reason why.
What?
It was when it first came out, it kind of was like very mixed. It was huge.
No doubt.
In the sense that like people came out for it.
It made $1 billion.
Yes, it was.
But yeah, I mean, box office wise, it was just fine. In fact, all three of those movies were pretty much just fine. I think they, typically at least $800 million and stuff like that on a $150 million budget. But anyway, go ahead.
I think that it's a somewhat polarizing film. And given that they're trying to put 2 Star Wars movies out the following year, the last thing they want to do is kind of gamble on like...
You're thinking about it too hard.
No, because...
People already know what Phantom Menace is. This is just... The movie's made. It's free money. Hey, there are prequel fans out there. There were little kids in 1999 who are now 30 years old and have disposable income and will go see Phantom Menace. This is just, you release it in movie theaters for a weekend. That's all I'm talking about.
Okay.
That's what they did for Return of the Jedi. You can release it for a weekend. It's not going to fucking destroy the whole fan base. And also, the people who don't like it are just going to be like, no, I'm not going to go see that. I don't like it.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, you don't risk anything.
All right.
All right?
All right.
Minus 5 points. Now, Jared, let's talk about 2023 in Star Wars.
Sounds good.
We had Mando Season 3.
Yes.
Ahsoka.
Yes. And the show...
Bad Batch Season 2.
You were going to mention that, okay.
Star Wars Visions Volume 2.
Yes.
Those are the ones I watched, we watched. There was probably a few others. My question to you, sir?
Yes.
What's the highlight? What's the number one highlight?
Ahsoka.
What?
The whole season.
That's not a highlight.
Oh, well, I mean, the highlight probably being either Balin's skull or...
Balin's skull reveal on episode 8 at the end?
Just his entire character arc. I thought
Jesus fuck. Will you play ball?
All right, fine. Episode 5. Happy?
I mean, that was a little quick.
Is it the right answer, though?
Certainly episode 5. I mean, we've brought it up. I am going to, I think, shock you here.
Okay.
It's a big shock. I loved that fucking Mandalorian episode where Mando got, captured by that creepy alien that had the eye and shit like that.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Bo-Katan had to go down. Looking back on it, and by the way, you're 100% right. The fucking Anakin Ahsoka is excellent and is maybe one of the best. I mean, it could be the single best episode of any show that we've seen. In addition to season 2 finale of Mando with Luke Skywalker.
Thank you. I'm glad you knew exactly what I was thinking.
Or episode 10 of Andor with the One Way Out. Because to me, that's just like the fucking Shawshank Redemption of Star Wars. It's hard to fucking beat that. But in terms of just a little something fun, that episode, I still go back and watch from time to time. It's a great episode.
It is.
It looks great. It's creepy. It's fun. You got all kinds of weird aliens, robots, fucking spider fucking shit. All this good Star Wars shit. Oh!
I could see that. No.
Go back and watch that episode, Yaddle heads. That was a real treat, that one. Getting buried in the shuffle.
Fair enough.
What are you going to do on this holiday weekend coming up, by the way?
Well, my wife and kid get back, so I'm gonna pick them up on Saturday. Sunday, which is Christmas Eve, correct?
They get back? Is everything all right?
No, they went on a Disney cruise.
Oh, good. Okay. We want to make sure they weren't arrested or anything like that.
Yes.
I don't know what goes on here.
My toddler was arrested. My toddler was arrested for resisting arrest against the cop. That's exactly what happened.
They went on a Disney cruise and didn't take you.
I refuse to go.
What?
Because that does not sound like a vacation to me.
Wait, let me get this straight. The wife comes to you and says, I want to go on a Disney cruise with the baby.
No. Oh, no,
and you
no.
go, sure, go ahead, but I won't be there?
No.
Okay, how did this happen? Gift.
No. This is my sister-in-law and my niece wanting to go on a Disney cruise, and then ended up the entire extended family going on this Disney cruise. So my mother-in-law.
But you.
Yeah, I put my foot down on this.
So everyone went on the Disney cruise but you.
Yeah, I refuse to go.
Oh, you're going to get fallout from this for years to come. Yes. Right now, your fucking family's saying, why didn't Jared come? He missed out. And for years and years, for the next 10 years of your existence with these families, you're going to be missing out, guy.
Nope.
You're going to be the guy who missed out on the big fucking iconic family Disney cruise trip. You stupid bastard. You're the goddamn outsider now.
No, I'm not.
Oh, yes.
I mean,
I have fucking families. I do every goddamn motherfucking thing just for that reason. Because I seen it happen to my family.
Well,
I got the weird fucking uncle or the weird cousin who was like, oh, yeah. And then you realize, well, how come Uncle George is looked at as such a weirdo? Because he missed Thanksgiving in 1992. That's it. That's the only reason. And because of that, the whole family commiserates and conspires about Uncle George was up to. And now the guy can't leave it alone. And everyone's like, oh, Uncle George is finally going to be here, huh? He's like, I haven't missed Thanksgiving the last 3 decades. I missed it in 1992. Will you leave me the goddamn fuck alone?
As you said before, I'm kind of a pushover. People walk all over me. I rarely say no to my wife.
I didn't say that. I called you a walking carpet or a doormat.
But
you're saying pushover. I know.
It's the same
I just want to point out that you said pushover, not me.
Who's quibbling?
No, but it's just funny to me.
Who's quibbling now?
Well,
you're quibbling.
Yes, but the joke is that you called yourself a pushover.
Oh, yeah. Self-deprecating humor.
Okay, so what's the point?
I said, hell fucking no.
I
told my wife. Because
we're fucking Star Wars fans. You could go on a Disney cruise. I bet you there's
fucking awful. It sounds
Do you
awful.
not like swimming?
I love swimming. I
What's the
love
problem?
tropical locations. But being on a fucking cruise with all those little fucking children, not my child. My child's fucking awesome, right? You've met my kid. She's fucking great. But having to be on a boat with Disney characters and all of those kids.
Fucking Ray's probably going to be there. Ray, Kylo Ren.
No.
Wouldn't be so bad.
In fact, that's been one of the big complaints that my wife has had.
Oh, lack of Star Wars?
They just don't have you have to wait in line to meet Mickey. Like, you have to wait a half hour in line. Like,
Did you ask her if Star Wars is fucking represented on this cruise?
It
because
is.
that could be good for Yaddle.
It is.
How so?
She tried to FaceTime it to me, but they don't have a lot of service there.
But what goes on for Star Wars fans like us?
In the daycare center, they have like a Star Wars room.
That's it? I'm not fucking 3. What do they have for adults regarding Star Wars on this
This is
stupid
what I'm
cruise?
talking about.
Now I do see your point. Now I see his point. Now I'm behind
I'm a
him.
fucking
Even if he
adult.
is going to turn into crazy old Uncle George.
I'm
and everyone is
36.
going to treat him as the fucking family weirdo. He was right in not going.
All right, first things first. I'm the only Yankee. My entire family is from the South.
Do you know Don Mattingly? You're the only Yankee? How about Jeter? You ever run into him? Get it?
Yeah.
You were talking about you're the only one from the North.
Yes.
It's weird that you would fucking phrase it like that, as if this is 1864 and we
No.
got some Confederates knocking on our back door. I mean, what's the deal?
No, they still call you a
They
Yankee.
still call people Yankees in the South.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, Southerners, what are you, fucking, like, getting your goddamn English
No.
lessons from Yosemite Sam?
Let us
Turn the page.
Let us not upset our Southern Star
Why?
Wars fans because
We beat them in the war. They're still fucking goddamn calling us Yankees?
I mean, it's kind of like a term of endearment.
Oh. Yeah, and also I root for the Yankees. So maybe I shouldn't take offense by that.
No.
That's my favorite baseball team.
I mean, someone who's from the North is known as a Yankee. It's fine.
How'd they ever wind up on that, too? Yanking our dicks?
No.
It insults me. They're calling me a chronic masturbator?
No, I think Yankee used to be.
I mean, they'd be right, is my point. But don't say it out loud and label me as such, Yankee, because you're always yanking the dick, Davy Mac. You don't need to say it out loud, is my point. And call me the Yankee man.
A Yankee.
The Yankee dick man.
I think a Yankee used to be just New England, and then it became encompassing of the North and the Northeast. Because when you think of a Yankee accent, you think of a Maine, like, hey, how you doing there? Like something out of a Stephen King.
Yeah, I hate that fucking accent.
I love it. Hey, sometimes they come back, eh?
Well, Mother, we sit here on the porch and just sit around here, and every once in a while we see something fun happen. Just the other day,
Something came back from the dead.
I saw a little fox running across the yard there. The thing about it was he had something in his mouth. I looked closely. It was actually Chandra Levy's skull.
Oh my god. Chandra.
I don't know that.
Where the fuck did
I
that
have no
come
idea. I watch a lot of those murder
Like
docs.
true crime.
Yeah, I like that shit. If it's not Star Wars, it's a lot of murder, wrestling too, and sports. All right, Jared.
Yes, David.
Biggest Star Wars news story of 2023.
Oh god, that's got to be a toss-up between what they announced at Celebration, where 3 films were coming out,
Fair.
or Dave Filoni being named Chief Creative Officer for Lucas, or I guess Lucasfilm or Star Wars.
So choose one.
Oh shit. I'm gonna go with actually surprisingly Dave Filoni.
Dave Filoni.
Yes.
I will say that Dave Filoni was big, but I think that I had both of those, but the announcement of movies is bigger because, quite frankly, we just haven't seen any movies. But also, the ramifications of what that announcement means. With Kathleen Kennedy, yet again, doing yet another announcement, here are the things that are going to happen. Is she setting herself up to fail? Will she ever get fired? Is Kathleen Kennedy, like, cemented in that spot Does Bob Iger just see, like, never changing her out, never switching her out? Because she's had a lot of failure. She's also had, to be fair, success.
She's had a
lot of success.
She's had a tremendous amount of success.
She's had great success with Star Wars. She's had some failure with Star Wars. I think one of the things that makes people frustrated with Kathleen Kennedy is that sometimes it just feels like the train is off the tracks, that there's no direction, okay?
Well,
and if she's making these announcements, and right away it's like the one fucking movie, the Rey movie was first. Then as we reported last week, oh yeah, now all of a sudden they might be rewriting Mandalorian Season 4 to be a movie that would be released first, before the Rey. So again, what is it? What are we watching here? So, but I think we gotta see a Star Wars movie soon. I am starting to get a little frustrated with no Star Wars movies. You're Disney. You bought Star Wars, right?
To make money.
You bought them to make movies. Because quite frankly, no, they did not even have Disney Plus on the brain in 2012. They didn't. Be honest. They didn't have Disney Plus on the brain in 2012 when they fucking bought Star Wars.
No, they had merchandise on the brain.
They had merchandise, man. They had movies.
That's why there's nothing to Captain Phasma. She was created to sell toys.
Right. But Filoni, why?
Okay.
What's your Filoni reason?
So you say that the films, but Filoni now has more of an impact on those films. So his announcement is like, now he can go back and look at the script for this Rey movie and be like, well, this doesn't jive with the lore. And who's going to argue with him about it now?
Right.
Like, same thing with Mangold. Like, Mangold's movie. Like, he's got to go to Filoni and get the approval and get Filoni's input. And I think with Filoni being like the new George Lucas and having that encyclopedic knowledge and understanding of Star Wars means that hopefully these films will be better than without him, his involvement in it. Where like you want typically like we are when execs get involved. You're like, oh, great. They don't know what they're talking about.
True.
But he's like the one exec. It's like him and the kid that stays in the picture. What's his face? Bob Evans?
Robert Evans.
Robert Evans,
yeah. Great
like,
movie, by the way.
You want their input on something.
Maybe
like,
not. Don't say that to Francis Ford Coppola. Robert Evans was the biggest fucking pain in the ass to Coppola on The Godfather. Now, in The Kid Stays in the Picture, which if you haven't seen it, folks, is the documentary on Robert Evans, the very, very, very famous 1970s, specifically, Hollywood producer. But Coppola has told the story, and it's because I watched The Godfather director's commentary.
Okay.
And Coppola was just all shitting all over Robert Evans.
Really?
He's like, Robert Evans was like, this movie's way too fucking long. Cut 30 minutes out of the movie. So I'm like, okay, I'm a young director, so I did it. And then I give it to Robert Evans, and he's like, where's the heart and soul of the movie? So then I just added the exact 30 minutes that he had cut. And he's like, this is it. And then he took credit for it. I believe Coppola.
Okay, that's fine.
So,
Fair enough.
Yeah.
But
regardless, that's for something else.
My point still stands. Dave Filoni is the one executive you want show notes are for Star Wars.
Yes.
It's like if they made Conan in charge of The Simpsons, right? Like they're like, well, Matt Groening and all these people are retiring, and Conan steps in. You want show notes from Conan because Conan like wrote the best seasons of the Simpsons.
Right.
Like,
yeah, you would have been happy if Conan took over.
Yes.
For sure.
So that's why I think that
right,
Filoni's the Filoni news is bigger because it potentially will elevate all the new Star Wars content coming out.
Okay. 2024. What are you looking forward to more? Skeleton Crew or Acolyte?
I'm going to say The Acolyte because here's why. I'm hoping.
Do I have to get ready to smash this bottle over your head because it's empty?
No.
Because you have a very suspicious smile.
I'm hoping for the best. That it turns out that it's great.
Acolyte, you're saying?
Yeah, and we love it.
You think it's gonna suck?
But if it sucks,
then Davey Mack told you so. Darth David called it here. The fact that they're bragging about so much unimportant shit is very alarming. The fact that they're bragging about not having blasters, guns. We don't have any guns, man. In a fucking Star Wars, that's not something to brag about, and we understand that maybe on planet Earth in real life there could be a bit of a gun issue. This is fucking Star Wars. You can't fucking do that. And I just get nervous when any movie or TV show these days in 2023 and 2024 brags before the show or movie comes out about everything else other than we have a great fucking movie. Exactly. We've got the first, albino Swedish guy from fucking Japan, Africa.
We've got the first live
which
action.
is a place that doesn't exist, but we've got the first one of them playing Stormtrooper number 4. That's the first time you'll ever see a Swedish albino man from Africa play Stormtrooper number 4. It's it's going to be exciting and historic moment. Like, stop. As we progress into 2024, let's try to become human beings. See that we're all one. We're all one. And division is fucking lame. And anytime you're constantly, this is the first time a fucking, red-headed fucking cross-dressing fucking Mexican guy played a senator of the rebellion, or whatever. No one fucking did it again.
So Louis C.K.
We need to care about good movies and good characters. That's the end of my soapbox. That was a little, fucking Guinness-infused fucking soapbox moment.
Oh, we have to do.
I don't know how I'm gonna open this up.
Hold on, I'll get you a bottle opener.
You do that and let me show the folks what Jedi Jared has given me today, folks. Look at this, folks. Folks, look at this. What did you get here? Tell the Yaddles. Tell the Yaddle head.
Pulled pork my mother made.
Oh my God, I love pulled porks, guys. Now I thought your people were not allowed to eat the pork, my buddy.
We shouldn't.
You shouldn't.
But I'm also a goddamn American. I love my swine.
I ain't judging. I love pork and pulled pork. Whoever even thought of that? Give that fucking person a Nobel Prize, baby. That's a good goddamn sandwich. Very underrated too, because I never think to order pulled pork. But then when someone's like, "Do you want pulled pork?" I'm like, "Fucking A, I want pulled pork." But I don't think of pulled pork first and foremost, top of mind.
Oh no, you think of ribs.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Or loin.
Finally, before we get out of here,
Yes.
and begin our Star Wars watch along,
Yes.
tonight, as we are recording, December 21st, 2023, is the premiere of Rebel Moon, the Zack Snyder sci-fi flick, which he originally wrote as a Star Wars movie, brought it to Lucasfilm, brought it to Kathleen Kennedy. They said, no, get the fuck out of our offices. Superman versus Batman, boy. Your movies are very, very long. And there's always something really, really cool about your movies. And there's always something very boring about your movies. Amazingly. All at the same time. He's like, oh my... Zack Snyder in every movie, it gives you visuals where you go, that's the coolest thing ever. And then gives you 20 minutes of
plot.
Boy, this fucking sucks.
Well, no.
Can he pick up the pace already?
So he suffers from the same thing that Michael Bay does, where Michael Bay makes a 3-hour-long movie and 20 minutes of story. So it's all just like...
Yeah.
It's the same thing. I think the problem is that Zack Snyder needs to hire a screenwriter and a screenwriter who's going to sit on the set and get him to make the story right, because he can tell a story visually. And when he has good source material to work off, like Dawn of the Dead or 300 or Watchmen, they're great films. But if you've ever seen Sucker Punch, it's one long softcore porn music video. And it's awful.
I think I saw it once, and
It's
honestly, I don't remember even seeing it.
Fucking bad.
Or like
John Hamm's in it. Oscar Isaac's in it.
All right. The fucking we're not doing the goddamn Zack Snyder filmography. This isn't Snyder Chattle. It's Yaddle Chattle. The whole fucking point of it, are you going to watch it just for Star Wars curiosity's sake? He wrote this as a Star Wars movie.
Yes, I'm going to watch it.
I'm definitely going to watch it. I think I'm going to watch it tonight, all fucked up.
Godspeed.
Because I want to see, what kind of Star Wars movie this would have made. And what kind of Star Wars director Zack Snyder makes. Look, I agree with you. You take the fucking script away from Zack Snyder. Having said that, how come the guy will never be a director for hire? Because if he could get a great script and you could give Zack Snyder a Star Wars movie, I wouldn't necessarily be opposed. It's just I don't want Zack Snyder necessarily writing his Star Wars movie. But this'll be the case. I'll go either, you know what, I was wrong. He could write a Star Wars movie, or I'm interested to find out.
I don't know. I thought Justice League was fine.
I like the Zack Snyder cut of Justice League. I thought it was excellent. I'm a big fan of that.
I thought it was good, but it's like, you can't take a character like Superman, who's so iconic, and kind of try to turn it on its head a bit.
You can't always get what you want.
But
that's what the Rolling Stones said that one time.
Yes, but if you go back and watch the 1978 Richard Donner film, it's a masterpiece. Like everything.
Superman?
Yeah, it's just a perfect film.
The music is insanely great. That's one of John Williams' most absolutely most underrated scores. That
really?
is a
You
case.
think so?
Because it's a case where I think that the music is far superior to the film itself. I'm a Superman 2 guy. But the music of Superman 1, Planet Krypton, oh my God.
I think it
woo! Good shit, Johnny.
But they captured the character the right way.
Uh-oh.
He's supposed to be...
He's drunk.
No, he's supposed to be a Boy Scout. He's supposed to be the guy who's going to be almost always smiling. He's the happy warrior.
Who?
Superman. He's a Boy Scout.
Oh, okay.
That's the point of the character. Like,
what are we talking about Superman for?
Well, because Zack Snyder ruined Superman.
That's it?
That's it.
Anything you'd like to say to all the Yaddle heads for Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever they should be celebrating? Is there anything at all?
Yes. Thank you for tuning in every week. Thank you for all the comments and the likes. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for joining the Patreon. Thank you for tuning in to Tales from the Satellite and the Davey Max Sports Program and all the other content that Eastside Productions puts out.
That's right. The Eastside Empire is flying hot, ladies and germs. And we couldn't be more appreciative and more thankful. Listen, Yaddleheads, be on the lookout for the New Hope Watch-Along. That will drop next week, sometime before New Year's Day, I would imagine. New Year's Eve, even. Sometime before that.
So
what a year, Yaddle. Oh, I thought you were done.
Oh, no.
You were just droning on and on. You were kind of like a Zack Snyder movie. In human form.
I just wanted to throw out some special shout-outs.
Please, special shout-outs now.
Okay. Special shout-out to our producer, Tom Cody.
Okay.
To Wedge, our artist. To our points counter.
Wedge. Great. Yes, absolutely. We used... I might be using Wedge's... Yes, I believe I used one of Wedge's pictures in the Yaddle Chattle thumbnail of this episode. Our Christmas picture he did for us.
Yes.
All those years ago. Last year.
Our points counter, Joe Dallas. Super fans.
Joe Dallas, phenomenal.
Jeff.
Jeff Ray.
Philly. Kevin Flynn.
Kevin, baby.
And everyone else. Michael Moore.
Michael. What's up, bro?
AJ.
AJ, we love you.
Shawnee. Thank you all.
Honestly, great year. It was a great year, Yaddle. Show really took off, has taken off. It's getting known and it's getting shout-outs. I want to give a shout-out to RFR. Every once in a while, Rebel Force Radio, we're honest. They're the #1 Star Wars podcast.
Do you see what I'm...
Because they don't curse. They do it family.
We'll
they do it the right way.
Yes.
We're from New Jersey.
And we're drinking.
We can't do things the right way. It's literally against our core to do anything the right way.
Yeah.
So to RFR for the friendship, support they've given us, the shout-outs they've given us on their show has been tremendous. I heard Jason Swank give, again, a shout-out to the song I did with the acoustic guitar there in the woods with the rich men north of Tatooine, where I played that redhead guy who was the biggest thing in America for 1 week, and now you'll never see him again. Yes. I guarantee it.
Oh, no, you will.
That redheaded fucking guy playing in the woods.
Nah, he's a CIA plant.
A CIA plant?
Yes.
Jesus. Yaddle takes a weird turn at the end there. Anyway, listen, a wonderful year of Yaddle Chattle 2023. We'll see you in 2024. Love ya!